What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Collective Comics, and today we are getting into the review of Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo issue number 2, guys. So without further ado, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video, and we're going to dive on into this one. Alrighty, guys, we're going ahead and jumping into issue number 2 here today. We have 2 covers of this one. We have cover A, and then we also have the Jim Lee variant right here. I'm in love with this Jim Lee variant. Jim Lee is one of my favorite comic artists in general, like across the board. Everything that comes out of Jim Lee, I love. He does a lot of things with like real inks, and those come across the pages really, really well. Diving into issue number 2, guys, we're going to have 32 pages on this one. It's going to retail for a cover price of $4.99. We're just coming off of issue number 1, where we got Jim Gordon's thumb that was delivered to Batman in a random little box, as well as an official offer from the Joker at the end of the last issue to team up with Batman to help him find Harley Quinn and help Batman find Jim Gordon. So right out of the gates, guys, we see a picture of Jim Gordon here, and he's kind of getting tortured here while it looks like he seems to be watching like his children on the screen as somebody is sitting there about to cut off his hand with a roto blade. Or hand, or a different kind of body part. I don't know what body part it was. I don't even think that we got another body part in this issue. So yeah, spoilers here, guys. We're going to get into this one. So after that first page, we're getting right into the last page of that first issue, where Batman doesn't officially actually take Joker's offer. With Joker kind of spitting in his face at the offer of the last issue, we start off right in the same spot where Joker is sitting there hanging and tied up and having a conversation with Batman. As they are having this conversation, Batman's gadgets and stuff kind of start going off from his proximity drones, and he just kind of gets this weird feeling, and out of nowhere, all these different kinds of creatures that he was just battling in that first issue come out of nowhere. There's like 6 or 7 of them, and they just start annihilating Batman. Batman's trying to fight him off. He has to cut Joker free, so he eventually gets Joker free, starts hopping on these guys and attacking them, reassuring the Batman that Joker is on his side this time. During this fight, one of these creatures decides to go ahead and take a huge chunk out of Batman's shoulder. So this issue gets really crazy, and this is again where I say that these pencil marks and these hard lines and this artwork really play into this story and really bring this story to life. So during that fight, Batman happens to get out of there, gets him and Joker into the Batmobile, and happens to pass out and let the Batmobile take him back to the Batcave. Meanwhile, we're still seeing Harley sitting in that bottom of that sewer, playing with the rats, and what she's actually doing, she's talking to this creature, or whoever happens to have her captive, and she's asking for more ribs, some of the big, fat, juicy ribs, and that's because she is whittling some kind of shank out of these ribs that she is eating, or I don't know exactly if they're giving her, or she's finding rats in the bottom and she's sharpening their ribs into little spears and stuff like that, but definitely something Harley Quinn would do. So right after we get that little clip of Harley Quinn, Bruce Wayne is waking up under this bright light where he sees 2 shadowy figures. Those 2 shadowy figures happen to be, of course, Alfred and Jason Todd. So as Batman is laying there, they're kind of discussing what had happened, what is going on with these guys, and actually, one of the first things that he says when he wakes up is, "Where's Joker?" He needs to know where he's at, because they're referring to Batman as Bruce right now. He's referring to him as Jason and Alfred. It's kind of going to blow everything up, but that's when we start to see that Joker is held captive in the Batcave in a chair with this mask and some very, very loud headphones just blaring music at him. Did I say Jason Todd? I totally said Jason Todd. I'm just realizing I said Jason Todd earlier. I meant Dick Grayson, because he's Nightwing. So this is where we see Dick Grayson meeting Bruce's business partners and apologizing for some reason that Bruce cannot be there. And while we are there, we see a clip of Selena Kyle with a cat. So while Dick Grayson is there apologizing for Bruce Wayne, he decides to go out and meet up with Harvey Bullock. Harvey is sitting here. They found Jim Gordon's thumb and is asking, what is this? It clearly says to be from Jay. They're really, really confused, and they're saying that they are starting to get calls at the station witnessing Batman and Joker working together, Joker getting inside of the Batmobile, and them driving off after fighting a bunch of different crimes. So as of right now, it's starting to look from the outside in that Batman and Joker are teaming up, and that's scaring the rest of Gotham City. They don't want to leave their house. They're like, what is going on? Batman's supposed to be a good guy. Now he's working with Joker because nobody else knows entirely what's going on here and why this is even happening. So Batman just sits there and is just like, trust me, Harvey, this is what needs to happen. Some other things came up. By the way, that's Jim Gordon's thumb in your hand. This is where Batman gets a text on a phone that he had taken from Joker. Knowing that Joker wouldn't normally carry a phone, Joker admits to him that he is taking commands from this phone and going and doing what whoever is on this other side of this phone and these text messages are telling him to do. It seems like this person definitely knows that Batman has that phone because he literally says, hello, Batman, what a pleasant surprise. Please come in, and gives him the address of where he is at the Wayne plant. Figures. As Batman shows up to this place, he sees about 20 or 30 different of these kind of Joker-style creatures sitting there waiting for him, as well as 2 innocent people sitting there hanging by their hands. It looks like they're tied up by some rope. This is where the guy on the other side of that phone starts telling Batman that Joker needs to be here to make this decision and that one of these people are going to die in order to save the other one, and you have to make that choice. So Batman quickly tells him that I will make the choice for Joker and that I am taking Joker's place today. So there's a puzzle for Joker that Batman all of a sudden needs to figure out, as the villain of this story is telling him that there are documents on this floor and in these boxes to help you make the right decision, which was essentially meant for Joker, which now Batman is going to take his place in solving that puzzle. That's when we get to flip to the last page of this issue, where we just hear beep, 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 and that's it. That's where we leave it. We don't know what's going to happen to those innocent people. We don't know how Batman's going to save them. We don't even know if Joker's going to get a chance to help him out in this one, because right now he's still tied up in the Batcave with Nightwing watching him. That concludes issue number 2 of the Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo. Guys, this is going to, I already know, once we get through all the rest of these books, that this is going to be my favorite Batman line. I'm obsessed with weird little wacky stories like this. The fact that Batman and Joker are teaming up is still blowing my mind, and now stakes are getting higher. More pieces of Jim Gordon are going missing. Seems like something is about to happen to Harley Quinn if this puzzle is not figured out the correct way. And of course, that's going to set Joker off, and that's going to ruin this whole team up and any chances that Batman has at finding Jim Gordon. So drop a comment, guys. Make sure you let me know what you think about this story, if this is one of your favorite Batman stories, or if you guys are just not too into it. If you guys wouldn't mind, do me a favor, checking out the description section in this video. We got a bunch of different links down there with some free money in there for you on whatnot. Guys, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video. And this has been Collective Comics.